but I had to eat lunch for it because Beth made meatloaf last night, and it is my favorite. Oh, it was so good. I'm gonna look y'all phone. So I had leftover meatloaf today, and there's always a choice of meatloaf. What do you do when you heat it up the next day? Because one of the best ways to eat meatloaf is to make a cold meatloaf sandwich. Oh, I know Beth says it's nasty in the background. It's not nasty. It's delicious, actually.
What I had for lunch yesterday.
A cold meatloaf sandwich. Oh man, put a little ketchup, mustard. I mean, ketchup and mayonnaise on there. Oh,
I didn't put anything on it, but that's usually what I do is ketchup.
yeah.
I cooked up a meatloaf for the church potluck on Sunday, and actually the leftovers came to me.
Oh, I can't believe you had any leftovers, Ken.
Well, I was kind of shocked too, but it only lasted one meal for the missus and me, so that's pretty good. I
Yeah.
make a lot. Okay.
Well, I love meatloaf. That's one of my favorite. You know how like on TV they're always making fun of meatloaf, like meatloaf, and the kids hate it. Dude, that is some of the best stuff that you could ever have. And finally, now for the first like 20 years that me and Beth was married, she didn't make my little topping like I like. But now over the last 2 years, she started making the topping like I like on it, which is a little bit of what is it, Beth? Ketchup, and make it a little sweet with a little brown sugar in it. Oh, friend.
Brown sugar, yellow mustard, and ketchup.
Stuff is good.
That's the glaze you use.
And then look, she made homemade mashed potatoes yesterday and fried okra. And what else we have? Green beans. Now, if you want a good green bean recipe, let me tell you what you do. You get your green beans, you put them in a pot, and you put a little bit of olive oil, right, Beth? A little salt and pepper in there, and cook them for like 6 hours. I mean, honest to God, cook them like as long as you can till they fall apart. Now, if you were to serve that in a fancy restaurant, they'd go, "Oh, that is nasty. That's gross." They're just, turn to water. Friend, that's what you want. Now, Gordon Ramsay would just flip out and go, "Oh, you can't eat that, blah, blah, blah." And he start fussing all over the place. But let me tell you something, in the South, that's why we eat them. You want your green beans cooked now. Now, you go to some of these fancy restaurants and you get a steak with a baked potato and green beans on it. Then they bring you out some that as soon as they get them out cooking for 2 minutes, they put them in an ice bath so that they're crisp. Oh, heck to the no. You don't want your green beans crisp. You want your green beans just falling apart. I mean, it's some of the best stuff ever. Get me all hungry again. I just did eat. All right, so let's see what the market is doing. Down again, y'all. What does this mean? What's happening? Not a lot, though. It's like it's trying to figure out something, doesn't it? All right, so what do we got? We got AD at negative 141. So it's negative. So look at this. It just trounced down, and then it's just been kind of, just doing nothing all day long. It's like it's waiting on something. It's like it's waiting. Is there a big economic report or something today? What's happening? It's waiting on something. So here's the overnight low that you see is a pivotal point. We're below the VWAP. We're below the hourly midband. And we're also below the opening 15-minute range, which was from 65 to 77. So about 12 wide. Here's the overnight high. Doesn't look like we're getting there at all. Did y'all see that Chris Gregerson or whatever his name is on the Tasty Trade Facebook page? Dude made like $361,000 yesterday in the market. Incredible. He took a lot of risk, took $50,000 worth of risk, but ended up making $361,000. So what did he do? He bought like the 449 SPY puts, and turned out to be a profitable trade. If you can predict, direction, you can make money if you're doing those one-day plays on buying options. So could we do that today? I mean, I don't know. What are we seeing? We're seeing amateur hour was very bearish. Then the next two candles were bullish. Then again, look, the same thing happened yesterday. Do you remember? Is this a tail? Is this a tail? At exactly 10 o'clock yesterday, big sell orders came in. Look at that. It happened yesterday. Remember, we're just kind of watching. It's interesting. It's happened at 10 o'clock. Somebody with a lot of volume is coming in and being very bearish.
Bobby,
Uh-huh.
be mindful that London closes at 10 o'clock Eastern.
Oh, look at that.
It happens. That's always a pivot. Always. Now, I'm
Look
not
at that.
discounting what you're observing. It seems like it's a little bit larger than normal.
Yeah.
And that is a point.
Look what happened yesterday. Let's find yesterday at 10 o'clock. It happened the same thing. What's it show? It was the same candle. Going back in time. Here we go, baby. 10 o'clock in time. Here we go, gravy. Let's see. What the crap? 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock. I'm doing a terrible job of getting it on my chart. But anyway, y'all saw it yesterday too. I know you did. Where's my thingy go? Where's my thingy? Let me get off of this. Let's go to volume profile. I messed my thing up. Volume profile. What's volume profile showing us on SPY? Well, I'll be dang. Look at there. Isn't that crazy? How that kind of works sometimes. It really is. Look at there. But I give more credits to ES because it's got overnight. Let's see what ES is doing. It's crazy. Look at that. See, it's crazy, isn't it? See the play, you see the play, almost like they know we draw lines. And it holds again. It's kind of creeping back up. Very, 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 very interesting. But we're below the 20, the 50, and the 200 moving averages. What does it look like on a day? I just like watching this stuff. Here's the daily thing. So here's the 20. Here's the 50. So we're below both. We're below the 20 or below the 20 or above the 50 on the daily. So, what do we say on the daily? It looks like the 50 and this is lined up, right? That we potentially could see that. We trade on a lot shorter though. We normally just go to the 10-day chart for our. See, there's where the point of control is on the last 10 days. So it's a little different than on the daily. Interesting. Interesting. And it's cool that this is holding. Let's go back to this. Just looking. All right, let's go back to see if it'll fix my chart here. Come on, fix my volume. There we go. So there we see the big volume candle there, 30 minutes in. Very, very interesting. The volume kind of cools off. And we've gone back here. Now we've got a little fractal developing. So where do we go? I don't know. But if these guys told the story yesterday, and they did, so that may be the story again today. Just thinking about where we may go. Let's kind of see what our little screwdriver's doing today. Hey, Mr. Screwdriver. So we got a 29 and a 31. So 10, 13. There. See what that looks like. So we got 33 points out of the money. Make sure it comes again. Give me a 520. Give me a 520. 520. 520. It's about 33 out of the money. There it is, 33. So same as yesterday. Interesting. A lot of things are lining up just like yesterday. 21. So there we go. Business as usual, maybe. Remember, it was about 31 was the average that we've been going through there. If we were to kind of do the, what's that thing called? What's that line? So we're 33. Save that. All right, so what is the game plan today? Oh, look, AD though, it's clicking up. Oh, watch this, y'all. This is interesting. Let me see if I can draw something for you. Do y'all see? Do y'all see this? Y'all see that, right? Now, interestingly enough, over that same time period, watch this. Well, I guess if you're doing that, but here's the area where it's turning around now. Look at this. Interesting. That's what you call diversion. Now, Matt, if you're here, you will hear Corey Rosenblum talk about you can't trust AD. You just can't trust it. The only problem is Corey doesn't know how we were using it. And we would always just kind of behind Corey's back be like, yeah, Corey, we got you. Especially you can't, he would say that you couldn't use this on a trend day. I don't think it is a trend day. It's more of a rangy day, looks like to me, right? So we do have a diversion here. Now, which one normally wins? AD or price itself? Well, normally these things will at some point come together so that they're both going in the same direction. But right now, interestingly enough, they are going in opposite directions. So with this going up, you start thinking, hey, the market's going to start going up to match what the AD is telling us. But we got some very interesting things. We've got VWAP there. We've got some pivot point there. We've got hourly mid there. We've got cash open here, overnight high here. So what does that tell me? There's a lot of resistance up here. See everything that's resistance 1, 2, 3, cash open and overnight high. So we got 5 things over here, and down below ain't nothing, is there? Nothing except our little green lines we draw. So could be bombs away, baby. You never know. You never know. So that's just interesting. Let's see if by the time we get to the end of the day, see if these things reconcile themselves and everything starts going in the same direction. That's very interesting. All right. So with everything being as it is, mark it down a little bit. How much buying power do I got? Well, we'll see when we do our little fish in the bucket trade. Fish in the bucket. Fish in the bucket is our MES trade. So go out closest to 60 without going over. Sell with 10% probability of being in the money. We've got the buying power to do it. Let's see how safe all of our other trades are. Scrolling. Hey, wait a minute. What the heck? Oh, 17 days. See, it changes on me. 24, 31, 45. Here's 45. Hey, stop it. 10% probability of being in the money. Dang it. So look, all of these are still there. We got a whole baton of them. And they all started out around 10. And so now this one is at 12% probability of being in the money. So it looks like I'm going to have to overlap something, doesn't it? Let me go in here and overlap this little puppy right here. 39.30. So we'll sell one of those if we got the buying power. Hopefully we do. Do we? Well, heck yeah, we do. Look at us. Look at the stuff. $6 worth of buying power. What were we worried about? All right, so let's go put it in its little place. Come here, little feller. Let's put you in your little place. Hey, Roxy, come here. Hush. What's wrong with you? What the crap? Oh, that's our water. Hey, where's my little micros I just sold? Where's my little micros? Didn't I just sell something? Failed order. MES. Yeah. MES. Hey, Sadie, hush. Come here. Well, where's it at? Unallocated. I don't know. Well, maybe it'll pop up here in a little bit. Let's see how the rest of ours are doing. Our little short puts. Micro short puts. We're up 67 today. So we're down $23 on the whole thing. That ain't bad, is it? It's really not bad at all. So nothing up 50% that you would really want to close. And since we've got buying power, no need to close anything. So let's see. Oh, I guess it put it in there automatically. Oh, it did. I guess because we had another option already there, it automatically put that other contract in there. Okay. Was it the 39.30 we sold? Yep. Okay. Good. So nothing to do there. All right, let's see what we got as far as our SPX broken wing butterfly trade. See what we got. Because it was looking bad yesterday, wasn't it? So let's see what those look like. What the crap is this? It's not bad. All right, so we got something coming off in a day. See how that looks, because it looked bad yesterday. Oh my gosh, I mean, it's totally underwater. And ain't really nothing to do, is it? Just let the ship die. All right, let's see. Then we got one here for what, Friday? Thursday. September that is. Let's see how that looks. Probably looks bad too. Oh man, Lord help us. Hey, it's just probabilities, y'all. Ain't nothing but these underwater too. We need a good update. Enough of this down day stuff. Let's get us a good update. Yep, they're underwater too. All right, so we've done our little put thing over here. So let's go over here. See what we're going to do here. We got $3,000, $4,000 worth of buying power over here. So let's go and do our little trade for the day. Trade closest to 60 days without going over. I'm going to sell the 10% probability of being in the money. 10%. There's a different one, right? We could do that. Sell that one for $17.50. Beautiful. Anyway. All right, we did our trade. So our positions, let's see what we got over here. So options positions. There's our ES positions. So we got our micros. Most of these are the, whatever those are, the 111s. And I'm just looking here to see if anything's at 50%. That's 67, but it's 3 contracts. 64. That's 3 contracts. 54, 3 contracts. 75, 3 contracts. Those are our 111 trades. So I don't think anything that we need to close there. It's kind of cool. Right, so SPY, we got our SPX trades. We know those are working their way. Let's see, that one's up 0. That one's down 25. That one's up down 70. That one's down 65. That one's down 125. All down. That one's down 165. That one's down 220. That's down 225. That one's down 250. Okay. At least I know what I got. At least I know what I got. All right, let's see what VIX is doing today. We need to be mindful of VIX. VIX is down a little bit today. Good, good, good. Let's look at the chart. So closed what here. So now it's right down here. So it's down a little bit. Okay. So 1896. Good. All right. So the other thing I like doing on a daily basis is our broken wing butterfly. Let's see what it looks like. Ken showed us how to see this. Let's see how bad we've taken a hit on our SPX being our big thing for the year. Yeah, we were over 3,000, right? So we have lost some, no doubt about it. We're still up on the year, even with all this down activity. So it's still my top trade, not nearly as much as it was. We've suffered a bit. It's okay. So let's trade it, SPX. Let's put one out here in the 17-day period. On put butterfly, break the back wing, snap. Let's get us about $1. Oh man, not that, Bob. Strikes, move down, baby. So we get about $1. $1. I said $1. Now it's letting me go way, way out in 5, 10. See if we can get $1. Good Lord, it's moving all over the place. I get $1 again on it. Replace, go down to $1.05. Nope, we'll go down to $1. We should fill it $1. Give me a bling. Give me a bling bling. Give me a bling bling bling. Ta-da! All right, so I'll move this over the side. We'll go put that in on our other little thing. So we did the 44.15. Moving right on. 15. JoJo's got his first little scrimmage game today with his other little classmates. See how that goes. I'm so proud of him, y'all. He's the fastest guy. I know I'll talk about this over and over. He's the fastest little dude in all the 47 kids that went out for football. So I'm real proud of him. Coach says when that light clicks on in his head, it's going to be something to stop. He'll be something to stop. I've never had an athletic kid, so I'm very excited. Because we all have dreams of, hey, one day our kid will play at Alabama or something. JoJo is the hope. He is the hope of his dad. Maybe one day we'll make it. Let's try to put this book in. Come on, baby, feel me. Feel me, Seymour. Here we go. So let's go put it in our little place. We just sell our stuff. Waka, waka, waka. Waka, waka, waka. Right click. Move to group. We're going to add us a group. We're going to call this, what is it? BWB. I think we're at 21 or 22. BWB puts 21, maybe. Ta-da! Okay, let's go back to the other one. So, see, our count is it's up a little bit in this one, down a little bit in the other one, but it's all over the place, really. Stuff is really moving around. So, I don't think there's anything to do. How's our gold trade? Our silver trade doing? Okay. $40 on that. SPY trades are up 53. It's cool. How many days we got left on that? Oh, we closed all those, right? The SPY, that's when we took those off for profits, didn't we? That's a calendar trade. We don't want to do a calendar trade today. I mean, I'll be still a little high to do that. So let's go. What about our 3-3 or 1-1-1 trade? I like that. And the market is down. Let's make sure the market's still down. Market is still down. Oh yeah, just a little bit. Even though it could be much more today, y'all. Could be much more. Interesting to see how this little overnight low pivot point will do for us. What's going to happen there? No conviction in volume. Oh, well, I'll be dang. Look at that. Look at that. Now it flipped over and now it's going down. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Matter of fact, we'll try to call market direction. But if we get through that, we're probably going back in here a little farther. But we got to get through the overnight low again first. Looks like AD now has turned over, so there's a chance that we will not do that. Chart a little trend line. Now that little trend line looks like it's going a little bit deeper, doesn't it? Interesting. Interesting. So first of all, let's see how our 1-1-1s are doing that we've got on. We've got our puts 1-1-1/10 that we put on. Look at there, even with the down move, y'all. That's the last one we put on. It's up $12, $10. So those are really good trades. 1-1-1/9, $20. So 1-1-1/8, up $33. How's our space trip doing? Sweet. How's our space trip 2 doing? Sweet. How's our calendar doing? It's up 48%. I like to take those off right when it gets to about 10%. Close order, sell one calendar. It's a credit, so if we could maybe bump that up a little bit, right? May let that work for a while. Take that off. All right, let's go back. 111 fourth. Oh yeah, up 102%. I like it. How many days we got on that? 3 days, y'all. You may just let that go to. And if you needed to release buying power, of course, you could take it off. Taking up a little bit of buying power, but those are really good trades. Oh, I love them. 111. Here's the one I sucked on and never did anything right. 111 fifth. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed, little feller. What a resilient little trade. That is really sweet. Up 102%. Love it. So why would we not put one on? I'm afraid to look at hood. Bobby, you just need to get out of that, man. What are you doing, man? Trading hood. All right. So let's do a 111. We remember how to do it. Market's down, but a 111. So where we're going to go? Closest to 45. There we go. 45, baby. All right. So then we got a long, what we got to do? We got to do a long put vertical. But 50 points wide. 20, 30, 40, 50. That trades for $10. Let's see if we can fix it here above all these others. 11, 10, 50, 10, 12, 25. What the crap? Oh, it stopped. I don't see. See what that goes for. So we can buy that one at $9.75. So let's try two. Quantity of 2. $9.75. Okay. Then we're going to go down to the one that is at $20. It's just harder for me to group them over here. So what are you going to do, Bob? What are you going to do, pal? I guess I don't have a choice but to do this one there. So we'll sell 2 of these. Have a dang hard time figuring out what it is. All right. So we did that. All right. So orders, activity, field. So we're going to try to do these same stripes over here. Excuse me. All right. Let's trade. Macros. All right. All right, Bob. So we're going to 45 days. We're going to do this as 4350, 4300. 4350, 4300. 4350, 4300. 4350 is here. So we're going to buy that one. And we're going to sell the 4300. Everybody knows what we're doing. There's no secrets here. All right, we're going to do 2 of those. Oh, crap. I'm going to do 2 of those. Then we got to pay for those. So we've got to go down to the one about $20. So we'll go down to the $39.50 and sell that. Hit your control key. $39.50 and sell that 2 times. So now we can get a credit of $10.50 for all this. So let's try it. We like it. We likes it a lot. Nothing. Jack, squat, crap, dang. There we go. So then we're going to go over here. What we're going to do? Unallocated. So we're going to put those little jokers in their own little thing. Move to group. I'm going to add a group. I'm going to call this 1-1-1. What is this one? The 6 or 7? Let's try 7. Ta-da! So now we've got our 1-1-1 trade. Cool. So then we'll go back. Got it over here. Got it over here. All right, so let's think about it. What have we done? We've done our fish in the bucket trade, which is our daily short put. We've got our broker wheat butterfly. Then we've got our, where that last thing was, 111. Good, good, good. Let's see what else is happening. Oh, I wanted to check. I thought I had a sell sign, a sell signal over here somewhere. No sell or buy signals here. It's okay. Let's go to the other one. Well, we had a sell signal somewhere. It was on ULE or something. We don't have it now. And I really just check this once a day. My AIM or BAME stuff, just checking it once a day. Just to, those are looking really good. How's our AIM looking for today? Let's see. AIM. Looks like it was doing good, didn't it? AIM is up or down today? Down $16. Up 638 on the open. So it's not bad. And I'm getting to the point, y'all, I need a good update to probably buy a full tranche of the Black Swan hedge. It just seems like it's been a while since I've done anything. And remember, in that document that I showed you, it kind of was like every 24 to 30 days, if you hadn't done anything or added one, you're going to need to buy one. Ooh. So let's see what ES is looking like today. See if we need, but it's better to buy those a complete tranche on updates. So there's there. See what's happening here. We've got our positions here. So that's, right at 55 cents. So we can't harvest that. We want to harvest that at 20 cents. But that's another thing that you could do, right? Instead of buying a tranche, you could make your thing stronger by going ahead and harvesting that for 55 cents. All those decisions that we have to make. 45 days, what we got going on there? I said 45 days, what do we got? Yeah, see, so we've got positions there, nothing to do. Just doing what it's doing. And 66 days out, what we got there. Good. So I don't see, do I not have any loans to buy? Looks like I've got shorts and loans there, shorts and loans there, shorts and loans there. So I guess I don't have any incomplete ones. Wow, that's cool. Very cool. So there's just loans. I don't have anything that's got just short. If I did, it would probably be out in this last expiration. Just make sure we don't have anything up above it. No. No. Black Swan hedge is looking good. Cool stuff. Cool, cool, cool. Now, what do I think? No, y'all, look, we just lost the overnight low. Now see that, right? AD is negative. Is there a chance that we could puke? So what old boy did yesterday is he did this. When he made 361,000. What did he do? And remember, today looks a lot like yesterday. So we don't have the 0 DTE take today. So he went out and he bought the 449 put. He was able to do whatever he bought for $1. So, you could do that, right? It's so liquid today. If you wanted to take a chance today and tomorrow that the market was going to puke again, then what you could do is go out, buy you one of these for $1. As a little lottery ticket. Now what he did is he went out and bought $50,000 worth. He went out and he did a trade to where he literally bought $50,000 worth of these, of the dollar options, because he was so convinced it's going down. Well, we could do the same thing, right? We could go, okay, here we are, trend is down, latest. And then if by tomorrow the market's down a bit, you got to overcome the decay in that option. But if it drops significantly, you can make a good little chunk of change on buying a SPY put. No, we don't do that often. Now that's something, Matt, that you'll notice that Don Kaufman does quite often, right? If he's got this screen up, let's see, he oftentimes look at the second screen that I have, second screen main. He'll start looking at something. There's SPX. Well, could do SPY. Similar. He's looking at tick. And Do I have a limit order going? How does it always feel? Oh, sell one calendar. I've got my calendar order working. Okay, gotcha. So see, when it's yellow, indeed, that means the fellow is going down, right? Yellow is going down. That's the current thing that's doing. You've got the cumulative tick now coming down. You can actually look at the tick for all the different things for the you know, the Dow, the Russell, the SP 500, NASDAQ. You see the tick, quant ticks for the S&P 500 are certainly going down. And if you were to draw little thingies right here, then certainly you've got a channel that's creating downward pressure here. So that's why sometimes it's okay if you want to take a shot. It cost me $100. Take a shot. I've got extremely high positive deltas in my account, so I certainly could do more of those, but there are more efficient ways to deploy short capital if I wanted to do that, and rarely buy than just buying a put. But we bought a put today. So, you know, thinking that we might now in SPY get another test of this 444 area, right? So let's think about that SPY 444. Let's go to the Analyze tab. So here's SPY. So we want to hide simulations and just show our positions. Oh, we've got calendars and stuff in there too, though, don't we? So let's see, where did we buy the 5? Here's that's our long put. So let's take out the calendars here. And we've got working. Just look at our little SPY long put. Long SPY put. Ta-da! That's it. So we were talking about SPY going down to what, 444 or so? 40. 444. Trying to move it to 444, yo. So if it were to go down to 444, you're up $81 on that little put that you bought. $90. By expiration, $96 if it stayed down there. But then the cool thing about buying a put, you know, is you get lottery returns if the market would fall out, right? So if the market goes down to 430, you get $1,300. 420, you're up $2,200 on a single put. So you could see how a guy like could say, man, I'm gonna buy me $50,000 worth of these puts that could expire totally freaking worthless, and you know, lose $50,000. But every now and then you want to take a shot like this, especially when you've got an account that has high positive deltas. Let's just look. We've got high positive deltas in both of them. This one has 412 in positive delta. So would you have any problem going into SPY and going, hey, yeah, I'll take a shot. Take a shot at buying one of these at, now it's already changed the prices on them dramatically. $1.16, $1.17. Let's see, that's one day. Yeah. Which means, what did I do? Sell the 444? It's already up. Look at that. Buy one for $1. Try to get it for $1.13. I did it for $1 for field. You know, to just have one in there is kind of a lottery play, give you a little bit of negative delta. So now instead of being over 400, we're 380. So y'all see how that works. Now, of course, if you really wanted to get your delta down, you wouldn't do it just for a one-day play, you know, because you got that decay of that option. But if you're just doing a little lottery play, you know, that let's see what it's doing so far. Price slices 10 up 10. Hey, we're up $14. Ta-da! How did Daddy do it? Gives you a negative 101 theta though. That's the problem. Right? But it gives you a little negative delta. And for a 2-day play, I guess I'm playing it for today and tomorrow since it doesn't expire today. So yeah, do y'all ever do anything like that? Can you ever do something like that? Just take one little shot. I just found it was fascinating though, because, you know,
all the time.
Yeah, you know, you take a little shot here and there. We do calendars every now and then, a regular with a regular butterfly sometimes. So take a little shot. So, nothing wrong with doing something like that. And so far it's paid off. Let's go back to our charts. See what our charts are doing. Yeah, look at that. Still doing good. Still got that downward feel, downward little channel. So that's good. And if we keep going down, and that's what the guy did. Can you imagine? Let's try to do, let's say $44,000 worth of those. How many of those would you do? So if you did 100, was that 10,000? You imagine the contracts you have to do. Let's look at it. Let's call it 100 of those. So that's going to cost, isn't that 10,000? Yeah. 11,000 with the, yep, that's it, right? So 50,000, man, you'd have to do that 500 times or 400 times. What if you did 400 of those? Now you're getting crazy. Just want to show you what he did. Yeah, so that's about 50,000. Now that was about his risk. Take you that much in buying power though. So now that's what he does. He takes shots, and he was pretty confident in his shot. Now the cool thing that he was using, hold on a second. He was using something else on his chart. Let's go put it in. So chart, let's go back to our 0 DTE. So everything looks fine. Look at that, y'all. I mean, the quantitative ticks are just falling down. The ticks here staying in the lower bit of that change. I mean, so it was a good little bet that we made. I mean, I would never go $50,000 in on a day or anything like it, but I may take a 1 or 2 contract shot on stuff. I'm just not that aggressive. But look at that, y'all. I mean, definitely the market's doing what we thought that it might. Since, remember when we told you we crack here, it's nothing but air down. And it was easy to see because the resistance was all up here. You see it, right? Weekly pivots up here, overnight highs up here, cash opens up here. This pivot is up here, the hourly mid is up here, the VWAP is up here. And then when we cracked this, that's when we kind of came to the determination that, hey, wait a minute, we could go down with not a lot holding us other than the 50% line that we've got on our ES chart. And notice that the volume, comparatively speaking, has picked up into that down move, showing that there's a little momentum in it. So what else could you do on a day like today? So, you pop back up for a little bit, then you could short it again. You could short it on the micros. You want to do a contract to the micros, I would recommend 2. They'll give you -100 deltas, and play it from there if you go down, which is another way to play that. So we're just kind of playing the chart. Now, what else was he adding to it? He had fall. Hold on a second, I can get it. If I wanted to add something, I would go here. Study. I don't think it's a study though. I think it's a. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find something. Where's the dollar fall? Let's see where I have my tick and all that stuff. How do I got my tick down there? Got. Let me see. Over here. I rarely change the stuff in my things. Let me see what I got over here. I've got AD study. I've got open interest. Lower is open. So hold on a second. What did he have? Oh, that's what he did. It's a whole thing. I don't remember. So if he had, there we go. SP. This. Is that it? Yeah, I think that was the vol that he had, right? So if you're tracking the vol, this is the other thing that he was tracking, absolutely, was the vol in the SPY. And I think that's the symbol that he was using, which was kind of cool, right? To see if volatility picks up or goes down. But I've not used that enough to know. But I just thought it was kind of interesting to kind of recreate with a very short one lot position, exactly what he did, and kind of show you how I would use the chart. Alligators open it up a little bit. So I think that's not a bad $100 spent on that little bit of downside protection. All right, cool. Not that y'all should do that. I'm just saying if y'all get the little gambling bug and want to do a little 0 or 1 day trade, you certainly can do something like that and expend just a little bit of money with a pretty high probability of trade working out for you. All right, good deal, y'all. Well, anyone got any questions about anything? Let me stop the music.